This is training for the basic patient registration process using the PARAS Patient Registration and Information System. Frontline registration volunteers will be clicking this register button here all day. This will be their main function. They'll click register. They will add a new name. They will ask the patient their name, address, their birthday to start with. And the reason this is done to start is because we are looking for this patient already being in our database, so we do not want to create a second medical record for the same patient. The patient may have been here already today, or a previous day at this clinic, or at some previous clinic. So we're looking for a match on the last name and the date of birth. We are actually we're ignoring the first name because of, spelling variations and things. We're just matching on the last name. Now we're also matching on the sound of the last name. So that includes some various spelling variations that might come up as well. So you may get a number of false positives, which we will show you. All right, although false positives are rare. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's say the person is here, his service area is dental and medical. And we're going to say this, and we're going to put in the patient's phone number. Emergency contact. Phone number, put in their address. Zip code, their preferred language, and answer their questions. Now, at your clinic, your group will have set up different questions. Every group, sometimes each clinic has different questions. Some of those questions will be optional, some will be required. You will get direction from your clinic group on which are required and optional. But fill out the questions, click save. At that point, we've got everything we need for the patient. You've got listed here which areas of the clinic they are registering for. You will be clicking print label, and you will print that label, and you will print a number of labels depending on the directions of your clinic group. So your clinic may have 3 forms and they need 3 labels. You may have 1 label, you may have 4 or 5, you may just have 1. So those directions will come from your specific clinic group. All right, and after you've printed those labels, the next thing you do is just click register to get started with the next patient. If you are enrolling a family member, just click enroll family member here. And it copies a few of the things like address and emergency contact and stuff just to make it a little easier. All right, so click if it is a family member, click enroll family member here. It's a little faster. Let's take a look at what happens if you get a match from a previous clinic or this clinic on a previous day or even today. Let's go ahead and enroll someone who was already here. And it comes up with a match. You see it did not jump to another screen, and it gave you a list down here. So this particular patient was already registered at this event, happens to be this event, and they were registered yesterday. Verify with them. So you're on Fred Street in Pasadena, yes, then just select that person. And the next thing you do is you are adding a new service day. So he's here today for vision. Otherwise, everything else is the same. All the questions should be the same. And just click save. So it's that fast. Click to print a label, print one or two or however many labels you need for your clinic group. All right, so if they've already been here, it's very fast. Now you can see that they've been here on 2 different days. You can see the number of forms, areas that they registered for each time. Now, what does it look like if you get a false positive? So let's say you're registering Steve Whaley. And same birthday. Now the system is only checking the last name, in fact the sound of the last name and the exact birthday. So while false matches are rare, they will happen. Let's say that this is not the Mike, this is came up with Mike Whaley. You typed in Steve Whaley, so verify with them this is not the same person. All you do is click this checkbox to override the patient match, and then click continue, and you're into a new patient. And you just start and add him the same way. Okay, that's what you do if you find a false positive. All right, so that's the patient registration process. If the patient now gets up out of the seat and he's got his forms and everything signed and labels are all applied, he looks down and you have misspelled his first name, or his phone number is wrong, or the address is wrong, you can always search and find that patient again just by typing in their last name or their first name or a combination. Find that person and then correct the data. So let's say it is, you fix the address and then just save it again. You may also need to print the label again. Always print the top label here. That's the current day's label. All right. So that's how you would handle just a straight registration. What you would do if you found a match from a previous day or previous clinic, and what to do if you find a false positive match. You can just add the patient anyway with that checkbox. All right.